Hello everyone and welcome back to new video of No Code Cult. On this channel, we discuss no code platform which can help us in building mobile and web applications. And today we are going to explore Quixy. Quixy is the no code platform which helps in creating custom application for companies' business processes. It can help in building apps for leave approval or tracking of project status or HR management system and many more apps like these. First, we have to create account on quixy.com. For that, you have to click on get free trial and enter your work email. After that, you have to enter some details like your name, phone number, and the code sent to this work email, and your account will be activated. So after activation, you will see your dashboard like this one. Here you can go to knowledge base to understand more about Quixy, or go to Academy to find courses which can help you learn more about Quixy. And on the upper hand, you have admin menu, app store, and task, and notification, and your user profile, and a help option. On your left side window, you have your dashboard open, and you can customize your dashboard by creating a new one. So I will create a new dashboard. Just give it a name and click on save. And here you can add Dashlet to your dashboard. So I will add just a shortcut for app record, and this is the workspace. You can create or edit workspace also. We will just see it in some time. You can select the app created in the workspace. If you do not have any app, you can just cross it, leave it blank. You can choose a display name of this dashlet and click on save. So since I have added no app, it is asking me for entering one. So I'll just choose a different dashlet category and click on save. And this will be displayed when I'll click this menu. So I'll just save dashboard. And now since I have created no app, it is showing me 0. Let's create an app. To create an app, you can go either to the app store or the app. And in apps, you will see manage apps and create apps. So in manage apps, you can manage all the apps that you have already created. Since we have not created any app, I'll go to create app. And this is the workspace which you can use. So I have created one workspace already. So to create a workspace, go to workspace and click on create workspace. Enter the name and click on save. So it will just create a workspace which you can use in different apps. So I'll just create a new app using my newly created workspace or my previous one. I can choose whichever I want, and I'll just name an app. So the app I would like to create right now is an app in which you can see the meeting brief. Like if you have a meeting with your employees or you are a HR or manager, so you will ask any of your employee to input the brief, and after that you can approve or save that meeting brief for your further reference, and you can notify them about it also that you have received that brief. So for that I'll just name it meeting brief. and I'll just leave the description blank. So I can either use already created Excel, PDF or image file to create the app, or I can go with blank canvas. So this is your workspace. Here we will be building the app. So these are all the elements on my left side window, which I can just drag and drop, and it will be shown in my app. And this is the section. I can edit the name of the section and add description to it also. So I'll just name it as enter meeting brief. And I'll add 3 text and 1 date. So in the first text, I'll ask the email ID of the employee which is entering this meeting brief. And in the second text, we will ask for meeting agenda. And in third one, it will be in text area where we will get to know the brief, all the point wise discussion that we have did in during the meeting. And I'll mark all these fields as required fields. And I'll create one more section, and I'll name it as manager's remark. So after viewing this meeting brief, the manager can either tell the employee to add certain points or just leave it with a good remark or a approved or seen remark. Okay. So I'll just add a text to it and name it as remark. So this is how you can configure the UI or the form window that the employee or manager or anyone in the company will view. So the next thing is, so this cannot have this special characters. I'll just remove it and then click on next. So this is the workflow. So how the app will work. So the first thing is start. So who will be able to start this? It will be the employee. So in roles, you can see an option employee. It will allow only the employee to access this app so that they can enter the meeting briefs. We'll go to next step. After clicking the submit button, we can just add a new step by clicking this arrow just between submit. I'll just zoom out. So after submission, we'll go to manager approval and the role. In roles, you can either select the users to give the task to specific users or to roles, or to give the option to assign it to a certain person or certain role. So I'll just choose the role as manager, and then we will add new button, and we'll name this as resubmit. It will ask, we'll just add one more step, and we will choose one more option for the manager, which will be seen. So if manager approved it and click on seen, then the process will be terminated. And if we ask for resubmit, it will go to step 4. We will name it as resubmission or just correction, and then it will act as initiator, and then this button will name it as submit. It will go to manager approval. So if the manager sees it and he marked it as seen, then the process is terminated. Otherwise, it will ask for resubmission. It will go to the start and ask the employee to resubmit. Then it will be submitted, and it will move to again manager approval. Then he can again ask for resubmission or terminate the process. Okay. So this is our workflow. Now the next part is to set the rules. So we'll set a validation, name it as validation 1. It will be on start submit, and you can choose the condition, so it will be on date. So we will like the brief to be on the day or before, because the meeting can only happen before or on the same day. It cannot happen in the future. So that's why we'll compare it with current date, and in comparison we will see if it is greater than or equal to or not. So if it is greater than or equal to, we will choose a validation which is for date and add custom validation, and we will print a message saying please enter correct date and click on save. So this marks that the validation is open, and you can even edit in future by clicking on that edit option. After editing, don't forget to click on save and move to next step. So this is the step where you can manage the permissions. Like I have two roles acting on this app. One is employee and the other is manager. So I can choose their permissions also. So for employee, I'll mark the manager's remark as read only. He cannot edit it. And for manager, I'll mark the employee's meeting brief as read only and manager's remark as editable. So this is just the initiator correction. So it can be editable. We'll go to next, and here we can publish our app. So I'll click on publish. So you can test your app by going to this test option, or you can use this quick edit option to edit a specific thing on your app, like workflow or elements or section or rules or properties. So just by clicking on elements and In whichever section, like enter meeting section, I can choose any event like meeting agenda, and I can edit its property. And the database feature is available for paid users, so those who will buy its premium pack. And here in users you can add your users also, like I can just click on create users, and I'll just add a email ID like employee1@gmail.com. I'll choose its manager. It will be manager. First name will be employee, last name will be one, and I'll set just the password. And you can add contact number, it is compulsory. And click on create. So last name will be employee again, and I'll click on create. So this email ID already exists, so I'll just change the email ID and click on save. And then on pending users, I can approve his mail and add the role. So I'll add the role in Workspace work app, and I'll choose him as employee. So this will add a new user to my app. You can see all of your users here and users roles in user roles. So this is how you can add a user. You can add a new role also according to your app, like manager, employee, HR, whatever you want to add, software engineer, designer, graphic developer. You can choose any role you want, and you can import the user by importing the Excel sheet also. So this is how you can build an app. Now we'll go to testing it, the app we have built just now. For that, I'll log in with the employee12@gmail.com, and then click next. Enter the password, click on sign in. So this is how the employee will see the app. In the work app, you will see an option meeting brief. Here you can enter the email ID, choose the date. So if the date is greater than the today's date, and just enter the meeting agenda as new steps in talent acquisition, and just a brief. So I'll just type in anything. So if I click on submit, it will show the message to enter the date correctly, because I have entered the date in the future. So we have to enter the date less than today's date and click on submit. So it will show that the action is submitted, and either he can add, view, or print this data. So you can view it, your employee can view it after entering also. And to approve this data, I'll go to login page again and enter with manager mail. Here we will see a new task added to our task window. By clicking on this, you can view the meeting brief. Either you can ask for resubmission or mark it as seen. So either you can add a remark like add new points, more points, and click on resubmit. Then it will ask for resubmission to the employee. Here in the task, you can see the task has been assigned, and in here again we have to submit it after adding more steps. Added more points. We can also view the manager's remarks. So if the manager is asked to add new points, he can just click on it and copy paste it from here, but he cannot edit this as this permission is not given to employees. We will just submit it again, and now manager can again view it in its task just like before. And he can again approve it by clicking on see. So this is how the application works. He can see the meeting brief, or the other managers can also see the meeting brief if they have forgotten or was not able to attend it. So I'll just log in with my admin account again, and now in my Dashlet I can see my count has increased by 1, and I can even edit my dashboard. I can add new dashboard, or I can add new options in my dashboard, and I can even save it as public. So I can just add new dashboard again. I can just show the employees apps in it. Click on save. That will act as employees dashboard also. And in App Store, I can get already pre-built applications which are built by Quixy. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to No Code Cult.